I know it's been a week, but I'm here doing another video. Now, the reason for this video is this is pretty much for all you guys out there, the collectors. Now, I don't care if you're a comic book collector, a anime collector, a manga collector, a toy collector, a music collector, a statue collector, a transformer collector, a toy collector, you get the idea. Video game collector, etc., etc., etc. All that's important right now is the fact that you are a collector. Now, my question for you guys is, in terms of collecting, what's more important to you? Is it the detail or the lore? Now, here's what I mean. Trying to think of an example right now. Okay, let's use Transformers for an example. Now, we all know that in the world of Transformers, there's a lot of characters. Like, a lot. Some of the characters actually get toy representation of them. Now, some toys will do the character justice, and some will be like, wow, that's crap. You know what I mean? It's like, it really depends on the actual toy. But, for those of you that collect the Transformers or anything, the toy version, would you still get the toy if it's crap because of the lore, like the character it represents, that's the lore? Or would you leave it alone and actually get the good representation because of the detail? That's what I want to know from you guys. What's more important to you? Is it the detail or the lore? Now, here's another example. Now, this one I'm going to use pretty much myself. When I think it was Venom versus Carnage or Carnage versus Venom. For those of you that don't know, I am a huge Venom fan. The Eddie Brock version. To me, Venom is one of my favorite anti-heroes. I mean, I have seen... I'm currently trying to get used to the Flash Thompson or Flash Thomas version of Venom, and it's like, I'm trying to get used to it, but I'm so used to Eddie Brock Venom. To me, it's hands down my favorite. But anyway, that's besides the point. There's actually a comic series, or mini-series, however you look at it. You can actually get the trade paperback version, but anyway. Where, alright, it was pretty much introducing the character Toxin. Now, for those of you that don't know, let me speed you up real quick. Now, we all know that Carnage is the offspring of Venom. Well, Toxin is actually the offspring of Carnage. And, like I said, it's either Venom versus Carnage or Carnage versus Venom, one of those titles. In that comic book series, it was pretty much an introduction to Toxin. Now, the story is amazing. When I read it, it was like, it grabbed my attention. I kept flipping the page, I kept looking at the panel. It was awesome. Whoever wrote it did a good job. Great job. Now, I'm a huge fan of art. I love variety. It doesn't matter what style or anything. I'm not a critic, but I know what I like, and sometimes some things fit, and sometimes things don't fit or throw me off a little bit. With that being said, now I do like watercoloring art. I like all that stuff, like Okami and stuff like that. I like that style, it's all cool and good. It's just that the art style that was used for this miniseries, in a way, threw me off a bit, because to me, the proportions seems off. Like, when you see some of the characters, I mean, I understand it's a comic book. Not real characters, not meant to be realistic, sort of speaking. It can be extremely exaggerated, yada, yada, yada. I get that. But for me, it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm so used to a certain depiction or art representation of certain characters that sort of stuck with me. I don't know. But anyway, it's just that, the art style that was used. Nothing against the guy that drew it. Just to let you know, I do like that art style and it is cool. It's just that for this one, it's like every time I looked at the character, I see something that's sort of out of proportion or just weird. So because of that detail, I didn't purchase, that miniseries. I love the story and I love how everything played out. It's just that the actual art style is like, I understand why he chose that, but that's just an example anyway. It was the detail that put me off of not getting it, even though I like the lore. You know what I mean? So, speaking of which, here's a really good example. I know I'm using too many examples right now, but this is the final one, I promise. All those, people doing those loot crate unboxing, or what is it? 1UP, horror crate, all those crates, those monthly subscription boxes stuff that you get in the mail. We've all seen, well, not all of them. I have seen some video where I've seen people reaction. Some of the reaction would be like, "Oh, dude, this is real cool. Look at it. Yeah, this is awesome. And they get into little information about it, which is cool. But then you see them go like, "Hey, this is yeah, this is nice," when really what they're mentally saying is, "What the fuck?" It's like that type of thing. So it's like, yeah, like I said, this is just a question for all you collectors out there. This is me trying to get to know you guys a little more. What's more important to you? Is it the detail or is it the lore? Later.